You are a creator, and you always get what you believe. It's so important to understand. As you look around this world, boy, does it feel solid. It feels like it's there. I can touch it, I can feel it. Oh, I can smell it, I can see it, I can hear it, I can taste it. So it looks, in all rationality, that it's there. And as you appear upon it, as you experience it, it feels like it's telling you something. It's giving some kind of meaning of its own, some kind of personality of its own. So as you look upon this world and see it or experience it, you say, that's what that is. And as you say, that's what that is, then you say, I believe it. And I believe it because, well, I experience it and it makes sense to me. And now I believe it. And now we're all backwards because this world, everything, every molecule, everything you experience, you are creating and giving it everything that it will ever be for you. And this is awesome because this is the secret of life. We don't just get to swim in the ocean. We get to create everything about the ocean and then experience it in a way we want to experience it so we can become intimate with the ocean and not fearful of it. Do you see? We are literally creating and experiencing at the same time. And when we get this, then we can experience this world in such a way that is the most intimate way possible. Because you set your beliefs first and foremost with your intention, and then they come back exactly as you believe. Now, this is wonderful. However, when we feel stuck, it's simply because what you're experiencing, you believe. You've made it. So therefore, you're going to believe it. For example, if we say we're sick and we made that idea of sickness, there's something attacking me, there's something that could hurt me outside of me, we're going to believe it because we made it. We believe it to be. So therefore, you're going to experience it in such a way that it's going to feel like something outside of you attacking you. And someone can come by and say, no, that's not what that is. And you're saying, are you crazy? Absolutely, because you believe it to be, not because it is. And this is where it gets confusing. But someone else can say, well, we're not sick. We're just not allowing well-being to flow in. I'm not allowing that well-being for whatever reason. I'm pinching it off. Now I have a different belief. And that's going to feel very different. I'm not allowing well-being. Well, I think I'll move in the direction of well-being. You start pulling that well-being in. And all of a sudden you stop focusing on that sickness. And now things are different. You see, it's a belief structure. This world is designed to give you a real experience. But it doesn't mean it's real. And this is hard for us to understand, but it is essential because this is what awakening is recognizing that you have somehow moved into an environment and you get to decide, and it will become what you decide in such a way that you will believe it to be absolutely true. It's almost like a simulator. We've heard this idea before, but a simulator, you kind of know that you're in the simulator. But here, you do it in such a way that you actually believe you are experiencing what you are experiencing. So when fear comes, those of you that know, it feels like fear, doesn't it? Whoa, that's scary. I know what that feels like. All of a sudden, your body starts contracting. The whole belief system sits in and makes you believe you're on this ride. And when you're happy and joyful when you're with somebody and that body is touching you and you go, oh, it's the body. It's this person's personality. Man, I feel it. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's wonderful. I believe it. You see? And when someone's coming at you and you feel fear, you believe it to be true. But it's all just an illusion. It's all just an illusion. because this world is set up to bring you what you believe. You are a creator, and you get to create in such an environment that it will bring you what you believe no matter what. Now, sit with that, because here's the key, is there's another part of you, that bigger perspective, because when we came in this body, we left a bigger part of our non-physical part with different belief system, with a true essence of who we are, because we know before we came in here that life is much better since we are creating no matter where we are. We are creators first and foremost, but it's better to create from the mind of God. It's better to create from love and compassion and joy and fun and flow and connection. But when we came into this body and we started realizing this world was built on separation, not everybody's loving each other. They're hurting each other and hating each other and arguing with each other. And that bodies and special, people, they turn to look at bodies instead of the souls. That's interesting. I'm not used to that. And there's not always joy, but there's something called this fear and worry and doubt and failure. And these became a whole nother belief system that was embedded inside of us. Jesus says, no longer listen to the world's thinking. This is what he's talking about. We started inheriting this very young as we came into this body. And started believing, of course, as these belief systems started moving through us, and we started forgetting who we really were, the belief of who we really were, they started becoming real. So real that we believe them, because that's what beliefs do. They make the environment real so we can experience it in such a way that we absolutely believe that it's not coming from us. And we lost ourselves. And we forgot that the world was just a reflection of what was inside of us. Now the world's fearful. Now people are arguing and hating each other, and war and fighting. Whereas where we're from, everybody's loving each other. Everything's connected. Everything's flowing. Everything's moving from that one mind that we all share. The one heart that we all share. We're all abundant. You see? We're all flowing. We're all learning and growing and coming together in such a beautiful way. But here it's like that opposite. So now we have two belief systems. Now, that non-physical part we left behind is holding still the true essence of who you are, because you're still just creating this. Yes, there are others out there that have the same beliefs that are creating it also, that you can look out and watch them create a world that is other than who they are. But this world is still your creation. You get to decide if you see sickness, and you get to decide if you see just a soul that tends to be pinching off their well-being for whatever reason. You get to decide that person's angry and yelling, or they're not allowing love to flow through them. Therefore, they want your love and appreciation. You see, you get to decide if that person's poor, or they're using their abundance and the wholeness of who they are in order to pinch off the flow of wealth that wants to flow in based on the desire that they hold. You see, now there's two belief systems, because who we are is still here with us. It hasn't gone anywhere. But now the mind is split. So there's a part of us that holds the belief system of the world, that we are not connected, that we are separate, and we are bodies, and we're body minds, and there's fear, and there's anger, and there's some kind of enemy that can attack and take away from me, or maybe some kind of pleasure or some kind of specialness that can give to me on this side. But then now there's this whole other belief that your inner being, your higher perspective holds, that says, no, you are all that is. You are the essence of what we call Christ. You are the master of your life, and you hold everything. And because you hold everything, you can give anything in order to experience it. But it does help to give it love and appreciation, because you will experience it in a much better way, and you will receive from it in a much better way. Because whatever we put out there, regardless of how we're creating and what belief system we're using, we have to experience it back. So it holds this part. And now we're walking around the world giving meaning and creating with our creations with the energy that is us, because everything you see is your energy. You get to create only with your energy. It's your experience, it's your life, it's your dream. But we're giving it two different meanings. Does that make sense? Because of this belief that we have inherited on the other side. And every time we do that, we move against this other side. And now we hold a tug of war inside of ourselves, because as we judge the world out there based on this crazy belief system of separation and death and loss and lack and fear and failure, we push against the essence of all that we are, of connection and love and compassion and joy and flow and fun. Do you see? You can't be sad without trying to push against joy. And you can't be lackful without trying to push against your abundance. And you can't be sick without trying to push against your well-being. You see? So we're kind of feeling stuck in these two places. But the key here is, one, you got to recognize that what's hard for us is that what you see out there, you have made. Always. It didn't come from outside. It came from you. That's the first thing that we have to understand, so we can start taking responsibility back and not blaming, because blame is the biggest thing. Once you let go of blame, I did this, I did this, I did this, I believed this, then now you start waking up. That's what waking up is. This is my belief system. Then recognize there's another part of you. Where are you? Can you come to me? I can feel you through my emotion, because when I look out in the world and see it in a negative way, I'm moving against you only. Because you're here with that higher perspective of you, and that's the only relationship there is. And when you're feeling good, you're aligned with that belief system and you're flowing well with it. And when you're not feeling good, you're not aligned with that belief system and you're in a form of an illusion. Do you see? It's only the relationship between you and your higher perspective. Because our goal here is to align with that belief, that truth, because that truth of that higher perspective is who we really are. All throughout. This is who we actually are. And the more we can align with that perspective while here, now we transform back into who we are. Do you see? That's what this journey is about, is letting go of these beliefs of separation and death and loss, right? Jesus wanted to demonstrate to all of us the unreality of death. It's not real. The beliefs are not real. You see, he said, go ahead and sell everything. You don't need any of this stuff because God will give you abundance. You are abundance. You don't need it from the world. There's this consistent idea of trying to let go of this side so we can finally just reside here with who we are. And how do we do that? By paying attention to how we feel. If I feel good, I'm in a line. If I don't feel good, you are not. It's an illusion. Somehow you moved off. You got to get back into alignment. By recognizing that everything we see out there that feels so real is just a belief coming from within us. It's not real. You can shift it. You can change it. You can see it anew. That's the journey. I can see this a new way as you learn to manipulate, so to speak, in your mind, changing it until it feels better inside you. Then you will know when it feels better that it's more in line with who you are. Do you see? Try this. The next time you see someone angry, say that person's angry and feel it. Doesn't feel good. Say that person's, for whatever reason, is using something to withdraw its love and its light from this world. And watch how much better that feels. Oh, that feels better. Yeah, I know what that's like to withdraw my love. Or to not allow love to flow through me. Yes, they cut themselves off from the higher perspective. And then now you'll see it a new way and it will feel better. And then you'll have a decision. You can give them love, appreciation, but you won't hold them hostage and you won't judge them. You see, now we're moving through the world on purpose, deciding which belief, or rather, correcting this belief system that's unconsciously going out with this one over and over until this one just disappears. I am the creator. My beliefs are telling me, or my beliefs are coming back to me in such a real way to let me know what I have decided, not the world. The world is innocent. I am responsible for everything that I create. And I'm going to take this experience to shift that belief over to who I really am so I can create anew and create more in line with who I am. Does that make sense? Take that with you. As always, it is my pleasure to share this clarity that I have learned. Hit the like button if it's speaking to you. Otherwise, subscribe. And as always, my unconditional love and appreciation.